Hello and welcome to my BookTube Newbie tag. This is a simple video where I kind of introduce myself as a reader. And yeah, let's get started. I am going to have to pause the video to read the questions, so sorry about that and if you hear the screen reader in the background. So yeah. So the first question is, why did you start this channel? Now, I started this channel because I want to talk about my interests, books in particular, and also because I want to, have a community where I can interact with people, and I feel like YouTube is just a good way to express yourself and talk about your thoughts on things and stuff like that. The second question is, what are some unique and things that you can bring to YouTube? Now, I don't really know. I feel like maybe my unique personality and maybe the perspective of a blind person who loves to read. The third question is, what are you most excited about for this new channel? And I feel like I kind of answered that in the first question, but just getting to share what my interests and interact with others is really the main thing that I'm looking forward to about this channel. The fourth question is, why do you love reading? Now, there's plenty of reasons why I love reading. The first is that books are just really great and they can allow people to express their creativity or to share a message or bit of wisdom that they have with the world in their stories. And it can also, when you read books, it can also provide you with a new perspective or way of thinking or viewing the world, because you're, reading about all different kinds of people. And it can also make you feel less alone when a character or someone experiences something similar to your personal life. And it can make you have compassion for other situations that maybe you haven't experienced. And it can improve your creativity and imagination, especially with things like fantasy. And it's also just a good way, like a good form of entertainment, especially for blind people like myself, because I noticed that, I still love TV shows and movies, but sometimes it can be hard to enjoy them because a lot of it is visual, and books have that same storytelling element that television has, but it's up to the reader to visualize and imagine each scenario, and I feel like that's very nice. And it's one of the few things that I feel like sighted people and blind people are able to bond over, because it's not a very visual hobby, and reading is just a nice way to relax when you're stressed out or just for some enjoyment in your life. And that is the majority of why I like to read. The fifth question is, what book or what series got you into reading? Let's see. I think, when I was really little, like in maybe kindergarten, I really liked Ramona Quimby, that series, and that is one of the books that I'm still fond of, even now that I'm older. That is the book that I listen to if I can't sleep, because I have the audiobook, and that was a book that I often listened to at night. And then when I got a little bit older, I read the Harry Potter series, and that was probably the book that was like, yes, reading is amazing, and it's so fun, because I was obsessed with Harry Potter for a long time, and I still love Harry Potter, and I have reread it now a couple of times. The next question is, what questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? Now, I'm very new to the YouTube community, the booktube community. I haven't watched that many people yet, but there are some that I've been enjoying lately, and I feel like the questions that I would ask is, one, how do you get over the awkward, like how did you get over the awkwardness of talking to a screen? Because honestly, I feel a little crazy sometimes when I'm just sitting here talking. It looks like I'm talking to myself a little bit. And the other is, how do you come up with ideas for videos? Because I'm scared I might run out of ideas. And if anyone wants to answer those questions, honestly, because those are both questions for any YouTuber, really. So if that's something that y'all can discuss in the comments if you want. The next question is, what challenges do you think starting a YouTube channel will be the hardest to overcome? And now for me, I have a couple. There's my shyness. I'm a pretty shy person, and like I said, it feels kind of awkward. The second is coming up with ideas so that I can post consistently. And the third is my vision impairment, because right now, as you can probably tell, I cannot really provide much visual elements to my videos, and I know that people like that when they watch videos, and that mine are just audio. And so, yeah, I mean, I feel like there's really nothing I can do about that last one, unless I get someone to, like, edit my videos, but for now, I think that this is okay. And I think at least my audio is good, so hopefully that'll be enjoyable to people. The next question is, when did you start reading? Now, for me, it's kind of been an on and off thing for my whole life. I liked reading when I was little, and then I didn't like it for a while because I was really struggling with Braille, and honestly, I struggled reading Braille until recently. So that was a big factor in why I didn't like reading a lot of the time, and then I discovered audiobooks when I read Harry Potter for the first time, and I liked that. But then I didn't read them a lot, or like listen a lot, because I mostly listened on Audible back then, and it was just very expensive. And then I discovered more affordable ways to listen to audiobooks last year. And I also got back into reading Braille. Sorry, not last year, for both of those. 2023 was when I started listening to audiobooks and reading Braille again. And now I've been pretty consistent with both of those things. So yeah, it's been kind of a journey, I guess. The next question is, where do you read? Anywhere really. I can read on my bed, on the couch, at the table. I listen to audiobooks so I can read while I do chores, or while I exercise, while I take a shower. So pretty much just, I can read anywhere. I don't read a lot outside of my house though. Sometimes if I'm on a long car ride, I might listen to an audiobook, but not usually. The next question is, what kind of books do you like to read? I don't know if I have a specific answer to that. I hope to be more diverse with my genres next year. I've read a lot of fantasy, and recently I've been reading classics and historical fiction, and I really like children's books, like for preteens or teenagers, even though I'm a bit old for those, but they're really enjoyable actually. So, yeah. And then the last question is, what does your bookshelf look like? And I cannot answer that because I don't really have a bookshelf. I actually have a small collection of Braille books, but I'm not gonna go out and read every single Braille book I have the title anyways, and I don't want to do that. So, yeah, that is the end of this tag, and I hope that you learned a little bit about me, and maybe you can discuss in the comments the video, or you can give me suggestions or anything. You can feel free to leave any comment, and if you enjoyed, feel free to like and subscribe as well. And bye! I hope everyone has a great day. And it's New Year's Eve, so if y'all are celebrating, then I hope it's amazing.